Expert Talk is sponsored by Pod Nation TV, the podcast to broadcast network.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. You know where you are, Expert Talk with me, Tigo. And you know if you're sitting right there and we're doing Expert Talk, we got one amazing expert coming at you today. And today, let's talk about 4 million followers on social media platforms around the world and spent not $1 for advertising and promotion. All organic? You've been talking about doing organic? Yeah, do your organic juice. I'm talking about organic media. Sit right there. We'll be right back.
Emmett, do you want to play with me? Yeah, I can't play right now. I'm doing show notes.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Yeah, you know, I have a good friend and her sister, her family, they've created one cool empire while they're cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm talking about Camille Beckstrand. Are you out there?
Yes, hello.
How are you?
I am so good. I'm so happy to be here with you.
I'm so happy to have you here. I haven't seen you in a month. I've missed you.
Yeah.
It was great having you here for the Now Honors.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I can't wait for next year. Already counting down. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. And thank you so much for being the 2022 Influencer of the Year. I mean, you and your sisters are just doing your thing.
We are. We just, you know, head down, focus on what we got to do, and we get it done. And it has been a wild ride and a crazy journey, but we're here for it.
So let's talk about it, because if you guys don't know who the Six Sisters stuff is, go look at YouTube and find out who the Six Sisters stuff is. It's amazing. But let's talk about, how did it get started? I mean, there's 6 of you, so the name makes sense. Yeah. But how did it get started? What made you guys go, hey, somebody turn on a camera?
So it actually started, first to answer the question, yes, I really do have 6 biological sisters. No brothers in our family, all girls. And we're pretty close in age. There's 12 years between me, I'm the oldest, and then the youngest. And so basically every 2 years, my mom had another baby girl. And we were always really close. We grew up as a really close, tight-knit family. And that continued on as we became young adults. And then for the first time, we started, you know, moving away for school and moving away for careers and moving away because we got married. And so we started a blog. I don't know if you remember the blogging craze of like 2010.
Yeah.
Everybody had a blog.
Yeah.
So that's how we started, was this blog to stay in touch. And the blog turned into a place where we would share our recipes, our family recipes, mom's recipes, grandma's recipes. And then people would Google, you know, how to make chicken in your slow cooker or the best marshmallow brownies. And Google would send them to us. And so from there, we just started researching, how do you monetize a blog? How do you make money from web traffic? And that's where our business was born. And then we branched out into Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Pinterest, and just spread our reach even further using those platforms.
But wait, 4 million is one heck of a reach. I mean, that's bigger than most major cities in America. That's
Isn't that
one heck
wild?
of a reach. So
Yes.
do you, how do you feel about that? Because you're in that celebrity status now. You know, I've got to share the story. When I asked you to be, to allow us to honor you and your sisters, on the Now Honors, when you said yes, I ran around the house going, she said yes. You know, I mean, I was ecstatic over it. It's like, how are you handling the celebrity side of it? Because now you guys are in that celebrity world, correct?
Well, you know what's funny? Like my kids don't even know what I do. Like I'm just mom to them. And that I love that. Most people actually don't recognize us unless we're all together. If all six of us are together, it's like crazy. But
Yeah.
when thankfully the way we've set it up, I can just be Camille when I'm out in public, which I love. So it's kind of like this undercover identity, but I'm just a normal mom, just doing her mom thing, and that's really who our followers are just moms who are just trying to get through one more day and get dinner on the table one more night. And by me showing up authentically as just a mom who's trying to help another mom, that's why we've been able to grow the following that we have, because we're just real and we're relatable.
But now you've got cookbooks. I mean, tell me about the cookbooks. 500,000. What? How many cookbooks do you have? What made you guys decide this is the time to go from, blog to social media videos. Let's do cookbooks. What made you decide to do that?
You know, the funniest thing happened. We were at a dinner to help that would teach you how to grow your business. And so we're at this dinner with other like-minded business professionals, and we happened to sit down at a table with a book publisher. And like, call it what you will. We call it like a miracle. We don't believe in coincidences. Like, we believe that everything happens for a reason. And so sitting down at that dinner table, like the book publisher, we told him what we did, and he was like, you need to do a book and I'm going to help you. And so we published our first cookbook in 2013. And in 8 years, we published 10. We published 10
Wow.
cookbooks. We did all our own photography, wrote all our own recipes. Like it's a labor of love. But for us, it was just one more way that we could better serve our community. They wanted something physical that they could hold in their hands. Besides just our online recipes, they wanted a physical copy of it. And so that's where our cookbooks came from. And we, to date, have almost sold 600,000 copies.
Good grief. I have my parents have since passed away. Most of my elders have passed away. And I have a lot of their recipes, a ton of them. And I realize now, because when, Thanksgiving is coming up as we record this,
Yeah.
and, the kids are calling saying, how do you make this? And what do you do with that? And and I'm going, maybe we need to put all this, even if it's just for the family, into a book so they can stop bugging me. I'm sorry. So they can figure out how to do it themselves.
Yes. Isn't it crazy? Well, and I love that you brought that up, because food for so many is tradition and connection.
Yeah.
And that's the magic that a recipe can have. And we love helping people make those connections and make those traditions with their family members. And so,
That is
like,
so
there's
cool.
this, we're a food blog, but really our ultimate goal is to help families reconnect and help just families be strengthened by eating dinner together and making that tradition of dinner time with their family.
So how important is serving your audience? I mean, you guys think about that at all? And, where does it fall? Do you go, well, the videos are done, blah, blah, blah. Now, who are we going to send them to? Or are you thinking about your audience before you even start?
100% thinking about them every single day. And like, I think that's something a lot of businesses in general miss. Their bottom line is about, how much money can we make, or,
Mhm.
how much more can we sell to them? And for us, we show up every day, and the thing that we ask before we publish a recipe, before we put a video on YouTube, before we sell a cookbook is, how can we best serve our audience today? How can we best serve these moms today? And so everything that we do has this underlying cause, this underlying message of, let me help you today. Whether that's, okay, here's an easy recipe you can put in your crock pot, or here's some ideas if you have a child struggling with anxiety. We love to talk about mental health and the things that we do with that. We love to talk about
Wow.
ways to connect with your kids. We love to talk about how to strengthen your relationship with your partner or your spouse. We love to talk about ways to take care of yourself, because we believe that as women, we spend so much time serving everyone else, we forget to serve
Right.
ourselves. And so we
Yep.
talk
Yep.
about self-care a lot, and you can't pour from an empty cup. So fill your cup today. Like, things like that are the messages that you'll hear a lot on our social media platforms. So it's, even though it's food that brings people in, it's that connection through service that makes them stay.
Oh yeah, I love that. And I know right now someone's watching and he or she has small children and they're going, what do I do? Do I bring them into the kitchen and show them how to cook? Do I spend that time? And it's harder. I know it's harder because I've done it with, little kids and my grown little kids,
Yep.
and bringing them into the kitchen, and you just want to get it done. It's like, just move. I'll do it. Just get out of the way. I want to
You're
get
messy.
it done. But but if you can stick with it, I've learned, my opinion, if I can stick with it, give them time to grasp what I'm telling them, because I'm the first generation of measuring. My mother was a pinch and a dollar lady, it's like, yeah. She's like, if you want to learn, you better follow me quick, so she was a pinch and a dollar lady.
Yeah.
And so was my grandparents and all of them. But it's like, I learned that if I stick with them and I let them just kind of get past the fact that it's work, and they start seeing the dough turn into something and becomes cookies, or the goulash. We make goulash around here, and the goulash is coming together, and ooh, okra is sticky. Get past that. And we're going somewhere with this. When they can get past that, it's like, oh wow. And then they enjoy it more because they put more effort in it. It's not so I'll eat it later and throw it in the microwave. You want to irritate me? Let me cook for 3 hours and then you tell me I'll eat it later and throw it in the microwave. No, you're going to a fast food restaurant, buddy. You're not eating this.
It's so true. If only they knew the labor of love that went into it.
So how would you address that for somebody who's just getting started? They were like, I want to bring my daughter or my son in, or my kids, and I want to show them how to make the family pie recipe or the family cookies, or maybe even the turkey, for holidays. What would you tell them to get started with their children?
I mean, honestly, and the way that my mom did it was she just would have us help with little things, depending on our age. Like when we would make her potato salad, she would hand us like the potatoes and be like, okay, your job is to cut these up while I sit here and peel the eggs or whatever. And so just giving them doable jobs to get them involved in the process. Start small. Don't feel like you have to start with the pie recipe that's been handed down for 3 generations that takes so long and is so temperamental. Start simple. And then also we tell people and we remind them, like, what's the outcome you're going for? Is it the perfect pie, or is it the connection? Is it the memory? Is it making that tradition? And when you can keep that top of mind of like, you know what, this is a hot mess. This is taking triple the amount of time, but the connection's being made, suddenly it changes everything.
Yeah, see, now you make me want to go and make cookies with my grandsons this year, because the youngest one is 3 and he wants to help in every way he can.
Yeah.
So me do
Covered
that
head to toe in frosting.
Yeah, thinking of pictures. We'll send them to you. You can throw them on social media.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It is amazing. So I gotta ask, we kind of skipped over it. My brain keeps playing it back. 6 girls, 2 years apart. When did dad go, okay, I'm done. I'm never getting a son. I another girl, right? Okay, gotcha. When did dad go, oh, well.
Bless his heart. Honestly, our dad's going straight to heaven. So he's the most patient and loving dad. And what's funny is he loves sports, and he's just so great at, he's the world's most manliest man, but He was
with
perfect for
7
raising
women
all
in the
these
house.
daughters. Yeah. He did spend a lot
Woo!
of time on the golf course, and I think that was his mental break, but
That's Alan's
he
thing.
is perfect. So he gets it.
Alan's a
Yeah.
golfer. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Helps him
Alan's a
to
golfer.
just
So
focus and be okay.
if you weren't doing Six Sister stuff, if this
Mhm.
hadn't happened in 2010 and grew the way it has, and congratulations, let me tell you, if you were not
Thank you.
doing that, what would you be doing?
Mhm.
What's that passion, that love that you love doing when you're not in the kitchen?
You know what? It is I love helping women. Um, my side gig is coaching women and helping them to become unstuck in their lives. Because I feel like as women, it's so easy for us to get caught up in the minutia of the things that are going on, or to go all in on being a mom and forget about who we are and our hopes and dreams. And so that's something I do on the side. If I had more time, I would deep dive on it, but um, it's just I think that passion of helping women um, kind of leaks into my job with Six Sister stuff, because they're kind of one and the same. So I guess you could say I am doing my passion, doing it all.
That is awesome. I'm so proud to have honored you as our
Thank you.
2022 influencer, you and your sisters and your mom, because we can't forget
And
mom.
her
And we
mom.
better throw
Yep.
dad in the mix too. So
He's
I
yes,
think
he
you need
played an
to
important
change
role
your
too.
name. I think you need to call it Six Sisters Plus Two or something.
Yep,
I'm
mom and dad.
so proud and honored to have you come down here and be a part of this. And any way we can help, in what you're doing in your journey, we're always here. I think you're absolutely amazing. I would love to have you come back on the show. We could do a 9 at 9 just about,
Perfect.
helping women, because that's what, the Network of Outstanding Women is all about. And I'm so
Yep.
glad you're a part of it and a part of the family. You already know I think you're amazing. You're going to be one of my best buddies for years now. And I'm going to bug you about
Nice.
recipes for the next couple of days.
Feel free. And you know what? We always say there's a room for one more sister in the sisterhood. So welcome to our sisterhood, Tigo. We're glad you're
Thank
here.
you so much. Tell Dad that I'll bring Alan. He'll have a boy.
Okay, perfect.
I love it. Thank you so much for being on. Come back very soon. Come back anytime you want. But let's do an interview just about how you are helping women, because I think you're just absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I would love to.
You're the best. All right, everybody. If you missed part of the interview, you know what to do. Hit the rewind button. Go back and watch it. You don't want to miss this. Six Sister stuff. Come on. If you don't know who they are, like I told you at the top of the show, go check them out. They got some amazing recipes. I'm actually probably going to use a few right after Thanksgiving, because what else am I going to be doing with all this extra food we got left? All right. So I hope you enjoyed this interview. I hope you come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time. Go see now.